Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Um, I haven't made one of these videos in a long time, and I feel like it's overdue. But also, I'm a big believer in signs, especially when they come in threes. So, a lot of my people that I follow have been posting this reel. I've posted it as well on my stories about, you know, men needing to speak out and speak to somebody when they aren't feeling okay, when they aren't doing okay. So that is one of the signs. But also, one of the guys that I follow is an extremely talented boxer, works super hard. He's young, he's got everything going for him, but we were chatting the other day, and he's struggling. And I said that I'm there. I'm there to listen. I'm there to share the load. And that was appreciated, and that was the second sign that this video needed to be made. And then for me, the third sign is I've been needing to speak, and I've made my appointment with my therapist for this week. So I've been doing okay, and surviving, and but there's a lot of things that I just need to get off my chest, and sometimes this isn't the right platform for it. And certainly a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be speaking about this week with my therapist, I wouldn't speak about on Instagram. But that's just, it is what it is. I've got that outlet. Other people are comfortable sharing it with everybody, sharing it with the world. Some people need that one-on-one interaction, and some people don't even need a response. Some people are happy to just have a space where they can vent and they can say what is on their mind, and just get it out. But the point is that we all need that, and it's important. And everybody talks about boxing and sport in general, and keeping fit and keeping healthy and taking care of your body. And yes, that's important. Because if you aren't physically healthy, and you aren't doing what needs to be done in terms of exercising and keeping fit and supplying your brain with those hormones, and that give you that sense of achievement, of just then you are behind. But also, that's not enough. That's the bare minimum. You need to do that. You need to be active. You need to keep fit. You need to keep your body healthy. But also, the other component is actually just reaching out and being vulnerable, and being able to speak to somebody, and being able to say, hey, look, I'm not okay, or I am okay, but these are the things that have been bugging me. And whatever it is, we need to support each other. Men need to come together and be a safe space for each other. We need to stop sort of trivializing things and turning everything into a joke. And yes, humor is a coping mechanism, and yes, sometimes it does help to lighten the mood and to try and see the bright side, or like, but often that's not what's needed. Sometimes what's needed is just an honest space where somebody can share their feelings, somebody can share how they're struggling, and yeah, so just to everybody that's watching this, whether we've spoken previously or not, I don't care how close we are, I don't care how many conversations we've had previously, like, if you need that space, like, hit me up. I'm not a trained professional, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not any of those things, but what I am is somebody who understands. And I might not understand exactly what you're going through, but if you are struggling and you feel like you've got nobody to speak to about the fact that you're struggling, I understand that I understand, and I am willing to be that person that you can speak to. Like, just send me a message, vent. If you want a response, let me know, I'll respond. If not, if you just want to vent and that's cool. That's absolutely fine by me. But yeah, don't suffer in silence. There's no way, and there's no possible scenario where the world that we're in is better off without you in it. I don't know how else to put that. Like, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, if it's at the point where you think that you're better off, or the world is better off without you in it, you're wrong. There's always the opportunity to come back and to make things better. Also, don't confuse pleasure and happiness. I think a lot of people sacrifice happiness in the pursuit of pleasure, and a lot of people get that confused, and you see it all the time. Oh, nobody knew he was struggling, he seemed so happy. But when they say that, they're talking about somebody who was surrounded by things that gave them pleasure, but not through happiness. And pleasure, there's nothing wrong with pleasure. It's just you need to realize that pleasure is a short-term thing. Pleasure is a temporary hit of dopamine. It's a drug, and true happiness is just long lasting. It's knowing that when you wake up in the morning, the world is better because of the fact that you are now in it, and going to sleep at night knowing that whatever you've done for the day, you've made a positive impact on the world. There's no confusing pleasure. I mean, there's a lot of confusion between pleasure and happiness. So yeah, I mean, with that, I think I'm saying, like, sort of check on your friends who might seem happy, but are doing things that might be destructive in the pursuit of pleasure, because that's not happiness, and there might be something behind that. Anyway, this video is a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, and it's completely off the cuff, so I'm sorry if I was rambling a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the world is better off with you in it, and do not sacrifice happiness in the pursuit of pleasure. And if you need to speak to somebody and you don't have anybody that you feel you can speak to, please just vent at me in my messages. I don't give a fuck. I will read all of them. I'll read everything, and I will respond, and I will listen, and you will be heard. And I hope that helps.